Revenue Allocation, the Office of the Auditor General, the chairpersons of the Constitution Offices and Independent Commissions, the Office of the Registrar, the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, Deputy Governors present, the chairperson CAF, and the CECs for Finance and Planning, and all the protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, guided by Article 6.2 and 189 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, and pursuant to Section 187(2) of the PFM Act 2012. The Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council is the body established by law to provide a platform for consultation and cooperation between the two levels of government. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, sir, and members of IBEC, I have perused the various provisions of the law relating to convening of this meeting and wish to state that this IBEC meeting convened today, the 13th February 2026, is legally convened and has the requisite quorum as per the Public Finance Management Act 2012, Section 187(1), and therefore the meeting may proceed to conduct its business. With your permission, Your Excellency, kindly allow me to recognize the council members by delegation, and I'll request that when I mention a delegation, you may be upstanding. And I want to begin by the team from the National Treasury. Can you be upstanding? The team from the Office of the Controller of Budget. The team from the State Law Office. The team from the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee, IGRTC. The team from the Commission of Revenue Allocation. The State Department of Devolution. The representative from the Parliament, both Senate and the National Assembly. Okay. The Council of Governors Secretariat. The CECs for Finance and Planning. The County Assemblies Forum. The delegation from the Minister of Health. We have a big delegation. Then we have a delegation from the Minister of Lands and Planning. And I want to also recognize in an also any other delegation from state agencies that are here. Your Excellency, with your permission, allow me then to request the members of the front table, the council members in the front row, for a self-introduction, and I would want to see if a mic can be passed faster to facilitate that. The front row only, Your Excellency.
Kevij Kirago, Chairman, Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee.
Sami Chipkwan, Chairman, SRC.
Isaac Nganga, Deputy Auditor General.
Kipkurui Chipkwan, CEO, IGRTC.
Winfrida Mokaya, Chief Registrar, Judiciary.
Mary Modoni, PS Public Health.
Charles Hinga, PS Housing.
Chris Kipto, PS National Treasury.
Alice Wahome, CS Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development.
Aden Duale, CS MOH. Christopher Wanjau, Chief of Staff.
Witty Mary, CEO Council of Governors.
Benjamin Cheboy, Governor Baringo, and the whip, the governors.
Your Excellency Ken Lusaka, Governor Bungoma, Senate Speaker Emeritus.
Mutahikaiga, Governor Nyeri.
FCPA Fernandez Baraza, Governor Kakamega, and Chair Finance UG.
Stephen Munania, County Deputy Governor Muranga.
Mahat Aliloka, Deputy Governor Tana River County.
Your Excellency, David Cornes, Deputy Governor Nakuru County.
Thank you. I think, Your Excellency, at your opportune time, you'll introduce the members of the high table at your time. Your Excellency, it's my humble pleasure to invite the Chief of Staff, Christopher Wanjau, to come to the podium and to invite you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, the Chairperson, Council of Governors, Honorable FCPA Ahmed Abdullahi, Cabinet Secretaries present, Excellency Governors, Principal Secretaries present, and all protocols observed. It is my humble pleasure to welcome you to the 29th Ordinary Session of IBEC that brings together the two levels of government and draw participants from the three arms of government. Ladies and gentlemen, the folders and files in front have reports, documents arranged according to the agenda. In addition, you are provided with QR code and the link provides soft copies of the reports and documents. It's now my pleasure and humble duty to welcome His Excellency the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, to make opening remarks and conduct the meeting. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Good morning. I think before we start the meeting, I'll ask the Chair of Council of Governors if they have anything to say, and then we go straight to the substantive agenda of today. Mine is to thank you and welcome you to this meeting, the 29th Ordinary Session of IBEC. Secondly, to note progress that we've made since the last meeting. I think in the past we have had issues around the rate at which decisions of IBEC are implemented. We've seen some progress. It's not enough. We need to do more, because this is a very high-level meeting with very high-level officials from the three arms of government, from the two levels of government, and therefore there is no reason whatsoever why we should make decisions which take forever to be implemented. We have cabinet secretaries present, heads of independent institutions and commissions, and all of us are here. The COG is here. So I see no reason why we should not even do better. Secondly, as I have provided guidance before, this is a policy making organ of development. It's not a technical meeting. We don't dwell on technical issues because the law provides for how to transact with technical matters at different levels. We have technical groups where everybody is represented. We have sector forums convened at ministerial level. So we will be very brutal with anything that takes us to technical issues. We will be extremely uncooperative because this is not the forum. And for that reason, we intend to take a very short period of time. But having said that, I am grateful for, but we've had a sticker issue around access to bursary funds, and I think there's progress made so far. Some counties are accessing the controller of budget and the COG for harmonizing that position. And whoever is not getting access is just because of procedural issues, mainly from their side. We have had other issues also which we have resolved. I don't want to recount all of them. I just want us to encourage to have a better positions. I also want to note that between September, when we had the 28th IBEC session, and now, in between, we have had a pre-summit meeting, very to trim down the agenda that would have gone to the summit, although eventually after that we will finish this meeting before 10 a.m. Thank you very much and thank you for coming. Asante. Sema kitu, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya and Chair of IBEC, the Honorable Professor Kindiki Kithure, Excellency Governors in the House, we've been joined by my sister, Governor Fatuma Achani. I think the rest had introduced themselves. Cabinet Secretaries, PSs, Commission Heads, all members of IBEC, good morning. Your Excellency, I had a written speech, but in respecting that you didn't read the speech, I decided I'll also talk off the cuff on a few things. I agree with you that this is a very important IBEC, because this is where now the process of the division of revenue for this fiscal year 2026, for the coming fiscal year 2026-2027, which we all know is an election year, starts. Excellency, we note that Treasury has already submitted its proposal of an allocation of 420 billion to counties for the fiscal year 26-27 to Cabinet, and that I think was communicated as a communication from Cabinet. We also seized of the fact that the CRA has proposed a figure of 458, and as a council, we'd also submitted to CRA, because we start by submitting our proposals to CRA, a figure of 534 with the build-up of through justifications for that number. So, Your Excellency, I think this probably is where the discussion begins. And this is a bit personal to me also because, Your Excellency, you know, without appearing to get political at IBEC, the anti-broad-based wing of ODM usually tells us that the 10-point agenda included Baba's wish of 450 billion, which has not been taken into account. You know, this will strengthen our hand also as we go into the elections for the fiscal year 2026-2027. So this debate, I'm sure, will be well prosecuted by Chair of Finance, who is here, Governor Fernandez Barraza. Your Excellency, there's a couple of issues on the Intergovernmental Partnership Agreement and the issues around sections 191A to E of the PFM Act, which had initially been, quote-unquote, suspended to facilitate, quicker absorption of donor grants, development partner funding, and even national government conditional grants, what we usually sum up under the Additional Allocations Act. Increasingly, it's becoming difficult to absorb conditional grants because of issues around IPS, and you spoke to that, Your Excellency, when you mentioned the issue of the bursaries and the wordings and the back and forth on the bursaries IPS. My problem with this is that if we open up this one too much without being accommodative to the request of governors on some of these things, it might also invalidate the previous IPS that we signed with a number of national government ministries, such as health, where we've not actually had problems in progressing IPS, whether it's for NESP or for SHA. So there's a request by National Treasury to the AG